Hey, this is Steve Potter. I'm just up late screwing around, so I figured I'd make a video and just show off some of my Garbage Pail Kids collection. If you don't know me, I'm one of the artists for the Garbage Pail Kids, and I'm also a collector, so I have a pretty good collection, but I've seen some really crazy fan collections, and I have a pretty decent collection. I call my collection the poor man's collection. Everything I've gotten pretty much is through like trades or just real cheap, like thrift stores, garage sales, that kind of stuff, and a lot of hunting. And I've been collecting Garbage Pail Kids since 1995, and now here it is 2015. So yeah, so this is what I've amassed between then and now. I didn't save any of my stuff from when I was a kid. All of it got stuck to walls or taken away by my parents or whatever. So everything that I've amassed has been through like trades and being like, hey, you got any Garbage Pail Kids at your house? Oh yeah, I got a box from under my bed. I'll sell them to you for, you know, $10 or something. And anyway, so it's been a long time. But anyway, I'm gonna do different parts because I have a pretty decent sized collection. So I'm gonna just go around and like show like little bits here and little bits there. And I'll start with my computer desk here. This is my computer desk where my family computer up in my dining room. So up here in the corner, my wife lets me put some stuff up. I have a bunch of boxes and some boxes from Wacky Packages that I've worked on. These are vintage boxes way up high in a shelf. And then coming down here, I have framed here on my wall, Brent Ingstrom, Garbage Pail Kid Artist Extraordinaire. Drew me these back in the day. This is a version of Cleave Steve. It's me with a meat cleaver stuck in my head. And then a couple of sketches he did on peeled Garbage Pail Kids, like vintage ones with a pen drawn in the blank spot where the sticker was. And we got Nasty Nick and Sewer Sue. Pretty awesome. That was before I worked for Topps. I just sent in letters and stuff, and I think maybe we might have done a trade. And then we have some, this is a little Cabbage Patch statue that I put snot all over so it could look like Messy Tessie or Leaky Lindsay, and I put some zits on her forehead. I'm not a very good painter. That's probably why I haven't painted any of the Garbage Pail Kids yet, but and then I put some green paint on there to look like snot. It kind of looks like trash, but I keep it because it's kind of like sentimental. And then down here I have a little atom bomb that I carved out of wood. I do a lot of carving too. I have all these blocks I carve when I get bored of drawing. I can show this to you in a second. But this is a little statue that Sean Bolger made for me of Dead Ted. Freaking glows in the dark. That's fan art. He mailed that to me. Then up here we have Crater Chris that he made also, with this pus squirting out of his head and the zit goo. Some of the fans sent me some pretty amazing stuff. And I have some colored cheap toys. Those are from the 80s, and a couple of little Minikins figures that are up here. And some of the fans sent me most of those too. I didn't buy any of those, they're too expensive. And some of the colored ones I put inside of a little glass container. And then somebody sent me this custom Garbage Pail Kids atom bomb. It's made out of some white stuff. I don't know what that is. I don't know anything about making things out of resin and plastic. This is a glass ball that my fans sent me. It's made by Joshua Justice. He's an amazing glass worker. Long glass. Looks like the sea inside. Like coral and stuff. Awesome. Then Joshua Justice also sent me this little alien monster made out of glass. Showing a video of it or whatever, or pictures, does just not do it justice. You can like look down inside the glass and see his crazy teeth. These things have to be like moved around in your hand. And then he sent me this GPK pendant. It has like this glowing green slimy glass inside of it. It's freaking awesome. He sent me some more adult items that are not suitable for display in my dining room. But I won't be showing pictures of those. This is a shot glass he made for me with a swirl inside of it. Woo! Here's his card, Justice Glassworks. It's freaking amazing. Check him out. I should. Anyway, and then here's some blocks that I've carved. I carve blocks out of old children's blocks and carve those when I get bored at work and I can't think of anything to do. I just do different designs and things. Sometimes I get really crazy with them and carve like weird optical illusions and stuff, or like this one I carved a box instead of a box, or this weird one right here. There's lots of those. I have like ones that did like monster teeth inside of it and a cage. Sometimes I got some down here. These are my wife steals these from me. She won't let me sell them or anything. These are the ones that have like moving parts, like the box is loose in there, or like this one's like a hinge, and I made like so it can open up, and or like ones with a ball inside of them where you could spin it around. I don't know, like a little pulley or wheel or something. Anyway, I carved those out of kids' blocks when I'm at work. Here's one that was carved out of an old Disney block with Bambi on it. It's got like a ball inside of it. Anyway, so back here, I have the Gross Bears collection, the Gross Bears pins. They're not Garbage Pail Kids, neither were the blocks I was just showing you, but they're like, you know, by Tom Bunk, who's he did the artwork for them. They're a lot like Garbage Pail Kids. They have like, there's one melting. Zit Bear, Punk Bear. Anyway, they're a lot like Garbage Pail Kids, and a lot of them share the same ideas. Like there's this crazy bonkers bear with a Napoleon head on. Anyway, then over here I have my cheap toys. If it'll focus, Danielson. Alright, so there's the cheap toys shelf with just the basic pink set of cheap toys, and the pink toy, or the cheap toys box that somebody sent me, which is awesome because those things are hard to get. Then I have a couple of these little Tops garbage cans. I got more Tops candy containers down in my studio, but I just brought a couple of them up because they always look cool sitting next to Garbage Pail Kids. And then of course the bag with the candy that came inside of it, and the checklist and stuff, and the twisty tie. You gotta, if you have the set, you gotta have the bag too. I think that's almost all the Garbage Pail Kids from upstairs. Then I have a frame in my studio that has, or up here in my dining room, that has like some 3rd series cards. It's kind of one of my favorite series, so I posted up some of my favorites just as a looking piece. I used to have a lot more collectibles like on the wall in frames, but then I realized the sun was fading them, so I was like, I'm not going to put my most valuable cards and posters and things in frames and watch them fade over the years when the blinds are open in my dining room. So I just put like, these are like kind of replaceable. They're just doubles of cards that I already had. Excuse me. And down here, I really like this. I put together a frame that has a pack of each of the 1st through 15 series, and they fit in there real nice. That was just a frame I got from Walmart, and it has series 1 pack through 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down to series 15. And they're not real packs, they just have cardboard, a piece of cardboard stuck in them. I didn't put like a pack up there with, they're not like mint packs with gum and cards and stuff inside of them. They're just wrapped around cardboard chunks, so they look like they're the same thickness as a regular pack. Anyway, so that's part 1 of my video, and now we'll probably go down to my studio and check out some more stuff.